Hi guys, Mrs. Townsley here. We are working on week 5 and we're working on Monday. All right, it's Monday. Hope you guys had a good weekend. I hope you got a chance to do something fun. All right, it's time to work. Okay, so number 1 says express the ratio in 3 different ways. And they want a part to whole relationship. Okay, they want a part to whole relationship. And that's really important because the whole is something that we really haven't talked about much and we haven't worked with, but I'm going to show you down here what that looks like. Okay, so it says for every point I score. So think about that. So for every point I score, that is 1. For 1 point I score, Dana scores 5. So I'm just going to put it over here to the side where it's 1 to 5. But they don't want a part-to-part relationship. This is a part-to-part relationship or a part-to-part ratio. They want a part to whole. Okay, so the whole would be the total. The whole would be the total, okay? And so if the whole is the total and they want that second, you know that has to go second, okay? And then the part that they want is the very first thing that they tell you. So for every point I score, so that's 1, okay? So it's a 1 to 6 relationship, all right? Now, if they wanted a part-to-part relationship, that would be this. Part-to-part relationship would be a 1 to 5. Okay, but that's not what they're asking. They want a part to whole. They want the total point scored. So the part to the total, so it's 1 to 6. Okay, something to think about. All right, good job. Next one, number 2. All right, so the integer that they give you, and remember the integer is either a positive or negative, and it must be a whole number. Remember, a whole number. It cannot be a half. It cannot be a decimal, so it can't be a half represented a half or 0.5, so it can't be a fraction or a decimal. It has to be a whole number, okay? It has to be a whole number. All right, and so the opposite of -8 on the number line is just +8, okay? And the absolute value is written like this. But either way, it is showing you that there's 8 jumps, either forward or backwards on the number line, okay? And absolute value is always positive because there's value there. You either go forward on the number line or backwards, okay? Same thing with number 6. So number 6 is an integer. The opposite is -6, and the absolute value is just written like that because this is telling you no matter what, it's always showing you value of 6 places to move. Okay, number 2, here we go. -3, the opposite is +3. And the absolute value is written like that. And it's showing you that either way, you're moving either up or down 3 places, okay? All right, good job. All right, number 3, write an expression. Now, expression does not have an equal sign. An expression does not have an equal sign. It's just an expression. It's like a thought, okay? And they want you to represent 22 less than x. All right, well, if 22 is less than x, less than means subtraction, so do that first. And 22 is less than x. Okay, so x minus 22. 22 is less than x. Okay, so you want to write it like that. A lot of kids will do it 22 minus x, but that's saying something different. And they do this because they see this first. But you really have to read it where it says 22 is less than x. Okay? All right. Oh, shoot. Sorry, I didn't move it up. Sorry about that. It's my fault. All right, number 4. All right, so it looks like we have some decimals. Now remember, when you add and subtract decimals, you want to make sure that you line them up. Line them up. Okay? Very, very important. Line them up. Line them up. Line them up. All right, so you have 3.4, or 3 4/10, and you have 89.3, or 89 3/10, and you have 0.3, or you can have 3/10, okay? And you notice I line them up, so easily I can go ahead and add. 4 plus 3 is 7, plus 3 more is 10. Carry your 1. Bring down the elevator, decimal. All right, I'm going to grab this 1 and the 9 to make 10, and then I add this, which is 13, and then 8 and 1 is 9. So I have 93.0 or just 93. Okay. All right, the next one is 18 minus, see, this is really important because now you have this decimal here. And a lot of kids will just put it wherever. But remember, when you have a whole number, the decimal goes right after it. The decimal goes right after it. And then you just go ahead and write in your number and subtract. But the problem that I run into is that kids will just go ahead and put the decimal there, which is fine. But then they'll do like 981, and we'll just write in 9881. But see, that's a problem because there's not anything here. So really, there's zeros, okay? And that really changes your problem, okay? So make sure that this placeholder is here for you, okay? Because now we're going to have to do this borrowing where you do 10, 9, 9, 7. You got to do all that jazz, which is a pain. All right, 10 minus 1 is 9. 9 minus 8 is 1. 9 minus 9 is 0. Fine. 7 minus 2 is 5. Bring down your 1. 15.019. All right, good job. All right, next one, 873. So write down 873 divided by 5. Okay, just go ahead and divide like you would normally. 5 goes into 8 one time. 1 times 5 is 5. Subtract. Bring down your 3. There's your 7. Good job. Now think to yourself, 5 goes into 37. 7 times, because 7 times 5 is 35. Subtract. 7 minus 5 is 2. Bring down your next number, which is 3. 5 goes into 23. 4 times. 4 times 5 is 20. Subtract, and you end up with a 3. Now look, we don't want remainders anymore, okay? We don't need R's. R's don't belong in 6th grade. But what you can do is take what you think would be your R and put it as your numerator, and that right there, my friends, is your denominator. And guess what? You're finished. And that's it. Okay? Good job. Oh, I didn't move this up again. Gosh, I'm so sorry. Man, I'm 0 for 2 on that. All right, try the next one. If you want me to go over it in class, I will. I'm sorry. 247 times 95. All right, go ahead and multiply like you would normally. 5 times 7 is 35. 5 times 4 is 20. Plus 3 is 23. 5 times 2 is 10. Plus 2 more is 12. Get rid of that junk. You don't need it. All right, placeholder because you're moving over 1. Placeholder because you're moving over 1. 9 times 7 is 63. 9 times 4 is 36. 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42. Okay, 9 times 2 is 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Okay, let's go ahead and add them up. So you have 5, 6, 4, 3, and 2. And that's your answer. All right. All right. I hope you guys have a wonderful Monday. I will see you soon. Take care. Take care. And I do apologize for not moving the paper up. But either way, you're going to figure it out. Okay. You guys have a great day. Bye.